Real small charges. I'm just saying, like,
Hey, this is Germain coming to you live from the world famous comedy store for a brand new episode of Kill Tony Volume 2. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Yes, everybody, we're doing it again. Welcome to Kill Tony, everybody. Happy Monday. Fuck yeah. It's a very exciting one tonight. Before we get into everything that you're about to see, amazing stuff tonight. Congratulations for making it out. This audience is small but mighty. I'm excited.
Small? You're talking about it. I don't know.
We've been spoiled rotten lately. This place has been filled with gills. I invited a couple HBO friends of mine, but I see they're not here, so we're not going to make it this week.
It's okay, the Stars guys are back there.
Oh, I love it. Hello, Stars. Welcome. We have some fun announcements.
Oh, yeah.
How about this? You Kill Tony fans, and I know you're out there, because I talked to you when I was in Toronto last Friday, and you guys said, hey, when's Kill Tony coming to Toronto? Guess what? I promised an announcement last week that had to do with Toronto and Kill Tony, and I'm making it tonight. It's November 7th. Kill Tony, live from Toronto, Canada, everybody. We're going international. We're going international. Also, don't forget, Red Band and I are in Phoenix on October the
26th. 26th.
They make these phones so fancy, however, it takes forever for stuff to load still.
Yeah. Well, we're in a comedy store, that's why. We are going to be there 23rd.
Ooh, Thursday, October 23rd. So for those of you that were available the 26th, cancel your plans from the 23rd.
Yeah.
We're going to be there instead. I'm wearing a shirt from our friends at Homage, everybody.
Oh,
Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. I promised a wrestling t-shirt last week, and I'm wearing it tonight. Our friends at Homage, that's Homage. Awesome t-shirts there. I know a lot of our listeners didn't go to college, but if you have a favorite college sports team, including the Ohio State Buckeyes, you can get a lot of great gear from our friends at Homage, who are now sending me fucking t-shirts, baby. Yes! That's magical.
Pretty exciting.
Another fun thing, I wore a hoodie called Kill Cliff at a UFC event, and I didn't realize I was promoting a company, but those guys were really nice. They got excited. They sent me a bunch of energy drinks, so thank you, Kill Cliff, as well.
Is it true?
Yeah, it's true.
Hilarious.
I thought it was cool because the show's Kill Tony and my last name's Hinchcliffe. I saw a thing that said Kill Cliff. I'm like, fuck it, I don't know what this is.
Right.
And then they got really excited because they're like, perfect, that's exactly the type of event where we want you to wear our shirt. What? All right, great. So, Kill Cliff, that's great. And don't forget, Brian's going to Ohio. Check out all those fun dates at deathsquad.tv.
Yeah.
Ohio and
Michigan, Indiana,
Right.
Sacramento, San Francisco. Would be big.
Yes, exactly. Guess what, guys? We only have one,
Well, after those 7 sponsors.
We used to only have one sponsor on our show every single week up until this point. It's the lovely Elise Lane, everybody. She cooks gourmet meals for us. Brian's got a whole piece of chicken. Oh, don't do it. Okay. All right, everybody. Things just got weird. That delicious, was that delicious? Okay. You have grease rolling down your thumb. So every week she cooks me and the guests a meal. So, you know, that's amazing. We get gourmet foods. She's a gourmet chef. Her new show is on Netflix. It's called Kitchen Cutthroat. Cutthroat Kitchen. Okay, I wasn't that far off. You don't have to laugh like that. You don't have to make that noise.
It's not a TV show.
It's not a new show.
Oh, it's not a new show,
No.
but it's called, what is
It
it?
just got released on Netflix. Cutthroat Kitchen.
It just got released on Netflix.
Awesome.
Cutthroat Kitchen. Check her out. She's a recipe checker. You can hire her for work. She's Elise Lane on Twitter. That's ELYSELAIN. She checks other people's cookbooks. When you read a cookbook, that chef has to make sure that they're not putting garbage out there that tastes like crap. So she literally makes their recipes, tries them, and says, "You need more salt, fuckhead." And that's what she does for a job, by the way. I can't imagine how many fat fucks just got super jealous listening to this from all around the world. It's like, what? That's a job? Eat another bite of chicken, but it's not going to be as good as Elise Lane's. Now, what we started doing a few weeks ago is I used to read the recipes. It's always fancy gourmet stuff. And I realized that it's sometimes hard to pronounce. Like sometimes there's French words and crazy words and all this and that. Our runaround producer, you know him as the famous Josh Martin on this show. He has a little bit of a speech impediment. So for the last 2 weeks, what we've been doing is we've been having him read the recipes. Exactly. Now, after 1 week, we added a catch to this part of the show, and that's that if he stops at any point while reading the recipe, or stutters on one of the words, Brian gets to flick him in the nuts. Why is there a ninja star?
With the Chinese star. Remember we did it last week?
Alright, fine. Which reminds me, when in Toronto, I get to roast Ron Jeremy, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Ron Jeremy roast. So look up the Dark Comedy Fest, and you're going to see that. Why that reminds me of that ninja star going against somebody's nuts is because on the dais, rumors of John Wayne Bobbitt. Remember him? If I get to make fun of John Wayne Bobbitt, my life is complete. So, however, his dick will not be there. So, remember, he's the guy that got his dick cut off.
They didn't put it back on, right? Or did they put it back on?
I don't really care. I'm going to say he doesn't have a dick no matter what.
I like to think that they put it back on, and every time it comes out the side like a garden hose and spray it.
Probably. It's probably like one of the sprinkler systems. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to tell you, Josh, I never let Josh read the recipes beforehand, and I will admit, this is a fucking tough one tonight, Josh. So, Brian, I'm going to warn you before, maybe not flick him too hard.
I'll use the sword.
He's never gotten flicked, by the way. He's made it through. We found out that the only way that he doesn't have a speech impediment is if his balls are on the line. So, it's going to be really exciting, everybody. Put your hands together for Josh Martin. Here he is. Brian, for some reason, has a full-size samurai sword. Josh, go ahead and read that recipe. Read it into the microphone. Welcome to show business, Josh.
Is this all Spanish?
Yep, grab the microphone. Say it into the microphone so that the hundreds of thousands of listeners can hear it, not just the 43 packed in this room.
Give me 1 second, let me...
Oh my god. Josh, you gotta say it.
I feel like I should just get hit in the nuts because I'm not gonna say this.
Brian, watch out for behind you.
She made pizza alla cidra con pantanita. Listen, just hit me, just punch me in the balls. Go ahead. Just punch me in the balls.
Don't
and I'm
punch
good.
him hard, Brian. Please. I'm begging you. Just a little tap. It shouldn't be a punch. There you go.
He didn't even flinch!
It's fine.
You missed my ball.
Oh, okay.
What an idiot. I can't believe you told him that he missed the ball. You get what you deserve. Josh is laughed at. Josh is laughing, by the way, for all of you PETA people that might be listening to this show.
Would you like a courtesy smell?
No, I'm good, buddy. Save it for dysentery, Brian. Save it for dysentery. By the way, I can probably enunciate this. I'm going to go for it. It's pitu alla sidra con patinas y gusantes asturias. Thumbs up from Elise Lane, who fucking almost killed me when I said kitchen cup roast, so you know I'm right. Why'd it get weird in here? What happened? You guys feel bad for Josh? Look at him. He's already happy. He's tweeting about it right now, standing there with his phone lit up. You guys ready for something really special? The last few weeks, I've had the pleasure of working with one of my funniest pals. He has the newest pilot for Comedy Central, and I've had the pleasure of working with him, and he is a magician. He's the first ever magician to get a Comedy Central pilot. Is that exciting or what? Yeah. We're going to be shooting the show in a couple weeks, and he's here to test out some of his stuff. You guys down for that? Yeah. I bet you are. Put your hands together for the great Justin Willman, everybody. Here he is.
Yes, Tony and Brian. Hi, guys. Really great booking a magician on an audio podcast. What the fuck are you doing? What are you Hello, sir. How are you?
Pretty good.
What's your name?
Brad.
Brad. Brad, you're about to get magicianed. Brad, do me a favor, my friend. I need you to please name any type of vegetable or fruit, Brad. Nice and loud. Any type of vegetable or fruit.
Great.
Grape? Fuck. Okay. For the listeners, I nailed it. Great. Before I do anything, there's a box right here. Did you guys see the box that Brian almost knocked over? There's a box. The box is elevated. You can see behind it, yes. There's nothing above it, nothing below it. I'm not going to touch the box until later. The box is going to be very important in a second. Listeners, there's a box. What's in the box? So I've been a magician since I was 12. It's kind of crazy. And in those 6 years, I've noticed that a lot has changed that affects my job, most notably Google. Have you thought about this, Tony?
Yeah.
How bad Google is for a magician? Yeah. Pick up the mic just for that, yeah. No, but like my job as a magician is to give people wonder and mystery, do things that you can't explain. And Google's job is to kill wonder and mystery by explaining everything. Like when I used to do a trick back in the day, people were like, whoa, Justin, that's amazing, I'm never going to forget that. And now I do a trick, people are like, whoa, I'm going to remember that so I can go home and Google it. And it sucks for me. The great magicians didn't have to deal with Google. Houdini, Blackstone, Jesus, their tricks were safe, but for me, it sucks. So I'm going to fight back, okay? I need everyone to do me a favor, just silently, if everybody could think of a celebrity in your minds, okay? If everybody could think of a celebrity, and I'm not going to use you again, if that's okay, because that didn't work out well. Hello, how are you?
Nice.
Are you thinking of a celebrity?
Yeah.
What is the celebrity you're thinking of?
Betty White.
Betty White. Okay, this is good. Betty White. And then real quick, first off, we don't know each other, right? We don't know each other, right? We're not Facebook friends or anything?
No.
Honestly, truly? Okay. I don't follow you on Twitter?
No.
You don't follow me on Twitter?
No.
You should. You should. But you don't, right? We're not Tinder buddies or anything like that? Grindr? Snapchat? No? You've never seen my dick?
No.
Okay. I've never seen your dick. It's very important. Strangers. And you could have said any celebrity. You said Betty White, yes? People have inside this box, it's been isolated the whole time. You've been watching behind it, above it, behind it, above it, below it, in front of it. If inside that box is a prediction that states Betty White, that'd be a genuine, unexplainable miracle. Am I right?
Yeah!
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Sitting atop the printer the entire time, Betty White. Betty White. Been there since the beginning. You don't have to clap. You don't have to clap. It's okay. I get it. It's because you see the printer, obviously. Spoiler alert. That's the thing. That's my point, okay? We know. It sounds exciting. If you didn't know, you'd be like, wow, how did you get Betty White in the box? But we know that I have a printer, and I have a buddy with an iPad up there, tapped into the Wi-Fi connection, and I was just killing time while it printed, talking about our dicks. You know what I mean? That was important ad-libs. That's the problem. Like, we think we know how magic works, but it doesn't work well, okay? We don't need to know everything in this world. It's more fun to believe that there's a Santa. It's more fun to believe that Bruce Willis is alive the whole time. In The Sixth Sense. We don't want to know when we're gonna die, right? July 11th, 2031. Like, we don't want to know all these things. So I'm trying to bring mystery back. I want to help you not know again. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. Google that, bitches. For your listeners, I made a fucking elephant appear. It's amazing. So there's that. No, actually, Tony, what's funny is that it's ironic is that I rail on technology, yet I'm a proud owner of the iPhone 6. Anybody else have the iPhone 6?
Yeah.
I upgraded from a 3, so I can brag about it. You know what's new to me that I didn't have before? Siri. Have you guys tried Siri? 2 years ago? You tried? Okay, all right. Siri's amazing. Like, this is one time where technology actually can make your life better. I'm gonna try this. We're gonna see if Siri can teach us a magic trick. I'm gonna break this up. Hold on.
He's adjusting a mic stand next to table.
I love that I was just talking about how high-tech things are, and this is about to get really ghetto, but I think this will work. This will work. Okay. Hello, Siri.
Hello, Justin.
Can you teach me a magic trick.
Did you say, teach me a magic trick?
Yes.
Okay. I will help you create a magic trick using ordinary objects in your vicinity.
Okay.
What objects do you have nearby?
Cloth napkin, banana, water.
Perfect. Use the cloth napkin and the bandana.
I said a cloth napkin and a banana.
Correct. The bandana. Pick up the bandana. Now, fold the bandana in half.
Siri,
Trust me, Justin. Fold it in half. Now, fold it one more time. Take the folded bandana and hide it in your left hand. Remember to keep your hand held in a natural position. This is called palming. Now that you have mastered palming, we are ready to begin.
okay.
Open up the folded bandana. Show the audience it's a regular bandana. If an audience member does not believe it is a real bandana, allow him to wipe his face on it.
Great. Now,
Pick up the cloth napkin and gather the corners together, forming a makeshift bag. Using your free hand, fold the bandana along the creases you made earlier. And drop it into the makeshift bag. From the outside of the napkin, squeeze the bandana into a small little ball. What the audience didn't see is that you never really put the bandana into the napkin at all. You really kept it in your left hand. Remember palming? Now, make a magical gesture. The big finale. Fling open the napkin and receive your well-deserved applause.
Thank you so much.
thank you guys so much for having me tonight.
Justin Wellman. Unbelievable. He is a dark wizard
He's
of
a-
sorcery.
Yeah. In the old days, we would drown him.
It's true. Witchcraft.
Yeah.
Josh Martin grabbing a banana.
That's fucked up.
One more time for Justin Wellman, everybody.
You know, there was a mirror right there, and I'm like, aha, I got him. I'm looking really close. I'm looking at the mirror. I'm looking at everything. What the fuck?
It was really good.
That's insane.
They don't just give any magician a Comedy Central show. So, Justin Wellman, one more time, right? Come on.
Fucking
Guys, we have
his Twitter handle.
he's at Justin_Wellman.
All right, cool.
The one named Justin Wellman, some douchey college student in Colorado.
Why doesn't he make that guy disappear then?
That's a good point. There you go, Brian with the magic joke. By the way, Elise Lane's on Twitter at ELYSELAIN and at the girl with the pan on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you to Elise Lane, who's now picking up her boyfriend from the airport. Guys, we have a crazy, crazy show for you. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Come on, it's Belly Room Monday Night Kill Tony. Are you ready? For tonight's guest, I'm excited about this one. Oh, yes. actually, before we do that, as with every single episode we've ever done, we have a head of security every week that keeps us safe and keeps an eye on us and makes sure that everything goes okay. This is our record-setting holder patriot at, I believe, 5 or 6 times. He is autistic and he's completely diagnosed and he owns it. A lot of his stand-up has to do with his autism. He's one of my favorite people and one of my favorite young comics to watch. And he grows constantly. One of our funniest friends. You know him as Joshua Meyerowitz, everybody. The autistic patriot. Full-blown autism. This guy's good at what he does. Autistic patriot. How's it going?
How's it going?
Great. Good to see you. Good to be here. You excited about tonight's show?
Absolutely.
I bet you are. You're a fan of both wrestling and comedy, and there's a lot of both. And movies, and there's a lot of everything mixed in on this one.
Psyched.
So you ready for it?
I'm nerd jizzing already.
Me too. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for tonight's guests. It's Dan St. Germain and David Arquette, everybody. Live in the flesh. David Arquette, Dan St. Germain. It's all happening. I've been waiting a long time to get you two guys on. This has been a long time coming.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
And David, I speak for the collective.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys made it. David, I'm wearing a Shawn Michaels shirt.
Nice.
Some of you may not know, but if you don't, I feel bad for you. Former WCW heavyweight champion.
Thank you. I don't even deserve that applause. I don't, but the Heartbreak Kid does.
Yeah, that's great. And you're supporting a Bruce Lee. We're not that far off.
Right on.
Dan, things are going good for you.
Yeah, things are
New
good.
York-based comic, but loved very much in LA. You're working on a couple projects right now.
Yeah, big ones. Yeah, me and Dean Cain have a new improv show. It's been going real well. A lot of Christian shit, but seriously funny. And I'm gonna get past that, and it works great. You can join if you want.
Nice. I got Dennis Woodruff. We're doing that thing together. Maybe we should bring them all together.
Kevin Sorbo, and it'll be the 5 funniest people in Los Angeles.
I love it. David, we met at the roast of the Iron Sheik in the main room at the
Oh,
comedy
you guys
store.
went to that?
about a
That's
year ago.
right. Yes, we
David
did.
hosted it.
That was, I've never hosted anything like that. And I'm not like a mean person, so I find it very hard to roast people. Because if you're not going to be mean, then you shouldn't be on a roast.
It's true. He was hosting it, and he was so nice. But meanwhile, people like me and these other, young comics that got a chance to light up David Arquette, well, we went for it. So you could watch his disappointment sometimes. Your head would turn like a little puppy at some of these jokes. Like, what did I ever do to you?
We're totally going to like school, like yard mode, where it's like, why are you being mean to me? I thought we were supposed to. What have I done to deserve this?
Also, it's kind of fucked up. Like somebody with one Fuse credit is going after a guy who's in like one of the most successful horror movies of all time. Like, no, that guy's the problem. Fuck you. I've been on G4.
Now, every week, our Patriot always has a question for the guests. What do you got for tonight's guest,
I'd like to
Patriot?
start from right to left with Dan. Dan,
Thank you.
you've been a guest on many shows, talk shows like Conan.
I love it that autism isn't even in your top 5 problems. The Captain America.
Hey, listen, I don't normally wear this, so I got a lot of problems, yeah. You've been on Conan, you've been on podcasts like this and WTF,
Yeah.
and you've been on regular TV shows that I'm blanking on.
Right.
How autistic of me.
I was on Becker for 4 seasons.
Good reference, good reference.
Yeah. I'm the Matt Pinfield of comedy.
Nice reference.
Yeah. Oh my God, meta reference. All right.
It really is. MTV in the 90s a long time ago. Anyways.
I might be autistic.
Yeah.
We have a
I
lot,
can't follow.
we have a lot to talk about, though.
We could be Spectrum Sisters.
Is there a show that you want to be on that you're scared you're never going to get to be on?
I mean, first one comes to mind is Comics Unleashed. Every day I send in a new tape, and I get notes back, but I'm trying.
That by now, we
Yeah.
ain't having you.
That or Army Wives. Those are the top 2 for me.
You could play like a grizzled old vet.
Yeah, exactly.
How about for David?
Yes, I have 2 questions. because starting as a wrestling fan, I remember seeing Ready to Rumble in 2000, and I was thinking about it, and I'm glad I get to ask you, do you have any quick anecdotes about, like, being with the wrestlers on set, particularly Macho Man Randy Savage?
Oh man, Macho Man was there, and I think Miss Elizabeth was there too.
Yeah.
She's here now in spirit.
Absolutely, they both are. Yeah, baby. But they were really just gracious, sweet people. You know. Hurricane Shane Helms did all my stunt, like all
nice.
my big stunt work
That
on
makes
that.
sense.
So he took like the big suplex that was in that scene. This kind of gets geeky for people that aren't into wrestling. But for me, I was sitting there by the monitor like, oh, this is amazing.
Was he the same? Was a different stunt guy that did like the big like motorcycle into the cage, or?
Yeah, different stuntman for the motorcycle.
Yeah.
That was actually Oliver Platt.
But the greatest thing about Macho Man Randy Savage is you'd think like when he's not on camera, he's like, hey, David, I'm nice to meet you. No, brother, he's always like this. It's 100. Nice to meet you, baby.
Cream of the crop.
Yes. He's in character all the time.
What was your second
My
question?
second question is, I'm also a big Howard Stern fan, and you've been on there a tremendous amount of times, and I know yes, Howard Stern, everyone.
It's okay, go on.
All right, anyways. I get a feeling like you should be the guy to replace the Artie Lang seed. Do you think you deserve something like that?
No, absolutely.
I
I mean,
think
for
you deserve
one,
it.
thank you. I so appreciate that, but they don't really need it. You know what I mean? And if they do another, I don't know. I went in and I was able to sit in one time, and I think I might have done something to like make Howard uncomfortable because they have their flow.
Yeah.
Like just like you don't know where to jump in, and you don't know what you know what I mean, and you're just trying to do improv like not improv, but just.
But they
Stay
have
in
you
the
on.
flow.
They have you on constantly. You're definitely
Yeah,
one of the
but
most.
I've
I'll
never been
yeah.
asked to like come back to sit in. So it's like I don't think.
It's understandable. Artie's hard to replace anyway.
Absolutely, and I'd love to like be involved in the show in any way. I mean, it's just a fun thing to even
Absolutely.
just be a part of, and fans to come up.
Tony, you want to know a fun fact about
Thank you,
David?
Dan. Thank you, Dan.
I actually, when I lived in Ohio, I was a manager of a really small independent movie theater for a long time, and we got one of Dave's movies in called Dream with the Fishes, which is one of my favorite movies of the whole entire
Oh, it's my favorite movie.
Somebody brought their
Yeah.
DVD to get signed.
well, you know what? This is like really hard to find because I mean, it was a small movie, and the soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks. What we were listening to all day, you guys have been sitting here for a while, but it's one of my favorite movies. And when they have a small run movie theater, it only lasts about 1 or 2 weeks. But I was so excited about it. I told the manager that if he let me have 1 more week, I would pay for the rental of the film. And I ended up selling it out for like 3 shows in, and
Nice.
I totally like impressed everyone.
Thank
that owner of the
you.
club. But check it out if you can find it. Dream with the Fishes.
I'm gonna leave some DNA on that plate. I'll lick it like you lick the bowling crazy girls.
The bowling alley theme, or the bowling alley scene. Is
Yes, naked bowling.
Yeah,
we should all do it.
What was it like working with Wes Craven? Was that crazy? Is he a creepy guy?
No, he's not creepy at all.
More movies, come on.
He's a professor. Like he's just like the smartest man in the room, a sweetheart, like the greatest guy you'd ever. But he gets a real thrill out of scaring people.
I bet.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I know there might be something crazy going on behind closed doors.
He's probably scared more people than anybody else.
Yeah.
All those Nightmare on Elm Streets, Scream, all that stuff.
Oh,
So
yeah.
great. Well, great to have you guys here. Are you ready to get the show kick-started, everybody? You know the deal. Comedians sign up with a chance to do 1 minute on a live podcast. They do 1 minute of stand-up material that they haven't done on the show before. So maybe it's brand new. Maybe they're just trying to get through it. Whatever. We talk to them afterwards about anything we want to talk with them about. You know that your time is up, comedians. You know 1 minute's up when you hear the sound of a kitty. Oh, that's so adorable. Josh is louder than the cat.
Oh, sorry.
One more time, the sound of a kitty, everybody. Adorable. That means wrap it up. You can't go over your time, or else you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. There he is. A little bit of puppy and horse at the end there. puppy and a horse running from the bear. So you guys ready to just get this thing started or what? Here we go. Always listening. And for the last few weeks, we've had people that have driven here from South Carolina and Florida and Canada and a
Holy
bunch
shit.
of crazy places because they listen to the podcast and it inspires them to start, and then they're here. This looks like a new name. Put your hands together for Aaron Mliner.
Oh, that's why it's a new name, because she's not here.
Yeah.
Well, she just got blacklisted.
Fuck yourself.
That's what happens. If you miss your spot here, you never get another chance.
I'd like a plug for Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubin.
Yeah!
On Blacklist tonight. You just said blacklisted. Blacklist tonight. A DVR it. I guess it's too late now. Sorry.
Pee Wee Herman's hype man.
What am I doing?
Who wouldn't want to be?
He's on the show Blacklist tonight.
Tonight, he's got to run.
All right. Well, here's the next name I pulled out. Sterling Scott, everybody.
I like that piano art. More patterns.
Very bright.
Alright, well, I get to do a lot of shows across Canada. Yes, I'm Canadian. And I got to do a show at a gay club, and it was a lot of fun. Because at the end of the show, all the gay dudes wanted to buy me drinks, and fuck you, I like free alcohol. I was drinking. And I called my friend to tell him how much fun I was having. He was like, "Where are you?" And when I told him, he was like, "Get the fuck out of there!" And I was like, "Why? I'm having the time of my life." And he was like, "Listen to me. They are trying to get you drunk so they can have sex with you." I was like, "That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. You can't drink yourself gay, you moron. It doesn't work that way. It's not 4 pints, I'm tipsy, 7, I'm sucking a cock. It doesn't work that way. At no point in time in a straight man's life do you ever wake up naked, cuddling another man and think to yourself, who had too much tequila?" That's all my time, everybody.
Sterling Scott.
Awesome, bro.
Heck yeah.
That's fucking great.
So you're from Canada.
Yes, I am. I'm from Toronto, actually.
Really?
From Toronto.
Exciting.
Yeah.
How long you in town for?
A month.
Nice. When did you get here?
Yesterday. Yeah, so I came down to, see if, what's it like in the States, because everybody in Toronto, I'm a headliner across Canada, actually, and I came here and said, well, am I actually funny across the board in America as well? And so, so far it's been a lot of fun. I got to do Chocolate Sundays, and now I'm here with you guys. So far I feel like
Nice.
it's been a great time since I've been here so far.
David, you ever been to Toronto?
I have. I enjoy Toronto.
Awesome city,
Good
right?
town, silly.
What do you think of the styles of Sterling Scott?
I enjoyed it very much.
Thank you so much.
The only thing I had a problem with is, it has to ring true, and if I drink too much, I do turn a little gay. I'm just saying.
Apparently it's 9 shots for this one over here.
Yeah, in college I got my dick sucked by a guy. What the fuck? I don't give a shit. Really? I still got laid last week, and it doesn't. You fuck one dude, you can still have sex with girls. That's how it works. It's not a big deal.
Did you close your eyes, or did you look at his eye? Did you look him in the eyes when it was happening?
He sucked my dick, and whatever. Here's the thing. Is like, he went on to be a Broadway choreographer, so I got like the fucking Jessica Alba of gays. And I did better with gays than I ever did with any straight my entire fucking life. So go fuck yourself. I'm the man. Women, you want to get close to Broadway? Fuck my dick. You're halfway there.
Love that. Dan St. Germain is here, everybody. Fuck yeah.
No, you were awesome, though.
Thank you so
Really
much.
loved it.
I never got gay. I've gotten gay with myself a few times, but it's always been trying to like kiss my dick, and I can just touch it with like the tip of my tongue, so that's kind of gay. But
Just with the hat and with the mustache, you look like one of Sandusky's Miracle Mile kids.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think have you ever? I've never gotten.
Well,
so
by the
drunk
way,
that-
Has every guy tried to suck his own dick? Yes. However,
What are you, not American?
I'll tell you this. What you just said, there's something really gay about just trying to kiss your like there's something about making an effort to just peck your penis.
You give your dick a haiku afterwards.
Oh my god. So Sterling, what else is on your agenda? You're in Los Angeles. You born and raised in Toronto.
Born and raised in Toronto, Scarborough,
Yeah.
Ontario to be exact.
What's the other black guy in Toronto do?
He's on the Raptors.
That's the biggest misconception, actually. Toronto has a lot of black people. It's when I moved out to Edmonton that they didn't have any black people. It was just me and then the other guy. Like, we get excited when we see each other. We say, hi. You know him? No. If you saw a penguin, you'd be like, what the fuck you doing here? That's how I feel about black people in Edmonton. So now that I'm here, it's pretty much the same goddamn thing. It hasn't changed.
You just need to stay out here, man. I love your energy, your stage presence, everything. You seem like a really awesome guy. So,
well, thank you so
great
much.
meeting you, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's play the next
Follow him on Twitter, Sterling's Jokes. Sterling's Jokes is him on Twitter. And hopefully Sterling will swing by the Kiltony that's in Toronto November 7th. We're going to be there.
That's right.
So sign up for that, Sterling. We hope to have you on. In fact, you just do a spot on it if you're there.
Or to be a
Did
guest.
you hear that, Sterling?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
You get a minute on the show in Toronto if you're there on November 7th. Cool, awesome, thank you. This podcast comes out in 3 weeks. You can re-listen to that then. I always ask a question to first-time guests, and that's, did you ever do anything? Well, I guess David, for you it'd be in your acting career, but Dan, for you it's obviously in stand-up, and that's, did you ever do anything when you first started out that you can't believe that you did on stage, like looking back on it, a bit or a trick or something, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, you want to tell us about it?
Well, I mean, this isn't that funny, but like, I used to wear black sunglasses and do one-liners. Someone's like, well, you're just Mitch Hedberg. And I was like, no, I wasn't. This is different. But looking back on it, I was just like fucking the fat Mitch Hedberg for like 6 months. And then I gave it up and became the,
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever this fucking shit is.
David, how about you? In the acting world, did you ever like do something weird in an audition or on
well,
set?
not really audition or on set, but Ellen Barkin tried to get me to suck my own cock.
Damn, stop bragging.
Story.
Is that true?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Were you guys fucking, or was it just at a craft
Oh no, we
service table?
dated for a while. She hates when I talk about it. But
What the fuck, Alan Parkin?
no, we're not getting.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
So what did you do? You were on your back. You all of a sudden.
You brought up the thing, and then you're like,
It fucking came up.
Ellen Morgan trying to get me to suck my
Comedy's
own
about
dick.
truth. I'm sitting there when you're talking about it on this vision of
So you have your
Ellen
feet behind
Barkin
your
helping
head.
me push my.
She's helping you push? Holy shit!
Where can I get that video? Ray J's in the back.
Ellen
I'm
Barkin.
just glad the iCloud hasn't caught me. It's not gonna be pretty, and shit like that. Fucking midgets, like. Oh, sorry.
That's awesome. I love that she would push, like, she would push your butt farther in to get your dick closer to your face. Wow.
I'm sorry, but I had to go there.
Don't be sorry.
I think we're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna kill myself.
Guys,
That was a real laugh.
You share the choreographer thing, man. I had to go
You
there.
had to go
I had to
there.
fucking back.
put your hands together for your next comedian, Jeremy Lopez.
Yes!
Jeremy Lopez. Anytime.
All right, here we go.
What's up?
What's up?
Good. Good. Thank you. Found out my mom's a slut. Walked in on her fucking the mailman. I wanted to tell her, like, why are you fucking the mailman? Then I realized my mom's a grown-ass woman, and if she wants mailman dick, she's gonna get mailman dick.
I just told her, I was like, you better hurry up. Dad's coming home in like 20 minutes. Hurry up, chop chop! What do you get after you fuck the mailman, you know? It's like, oh, here's a bunch of mail. If I was to fuck someone, I'd fuck the In-N-Out Burger Man. At least I get some free In-N-Out. Fucking shake and animal style fries. Alright guys, how go ahead?
55 seconds. Do you always keep a straw in your hand?
Yeah, I like to chew on it.
All right.
Man, you almost knocked your teeth out with that mic. I saw it just barely brush through your face when you were rocking it on the stand. Is that nervousness, or is that did you just
I was
fucking
just
around?
trying to build up the energy.
Yeah, I liked your in betweens. It's hilarious. It reminds me of Kenny, kind of. You know, Kenny? Yeah. Like just absurdity nonsense that you're screaming out in between jokes. But you added the on there that took me out of that world. But if you didn't have the because you're like so.
I also noticed that you hit an e-cig on your way to the stage, right?
I hit a what?
What was that you
Like
put in
a
your
vapor.
mouth?
Oh, this is a prop. But it might be
Prop?
What did you do with that on your way to the stage?
smoke out of it, yeah.
Is it like a Jeff Dunham thing? Does it talk?
This guy's mom be fucking the mailman.
So you have an oral fixation. Do you still suck your thumb at night?
Jesus Christ! No, tell it closer. Tell it.
So you hit a pipe that has nothing in it on your way to the stage. You don't use it on stage ever?
Yeah, why, you want me to use it or something?
No, I'm just curious as to why you would have a routine that you do on your way to the stage.
Oh, I was in the back room and then you called me and then I put it in my bag.
But you were in the back room doing what?
Chilling.
I love to think there's another pipe guy in the back who's like, damn it! You stole my fucking bit! I hold the pipe and then I put it in my pocket and I don't mention it! It's my bit!
Fuck yeah. How long have you been on stand-up, Jeremy?
About a year.
You're from LA?
Yeah, I swear.
I could tell. You know why?
Because I don't have a good joke.
No, because your last name's Lopez. It's pretty easy, but I said it anyway. Fuck yeah. So, you have a joke about your mom fucking the mailman. Was your mom really fucking the mailman, just out of curiosity?
No.
No. Huh. Is your mom single?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. She's still with your dad?
married, yeah.
What does your dad do?
Maintenance mechanic.
Ah, I see. You know, you could change that to you saw your mom fucking the maintenance guy, and keep it real, and then also have it at the end just say it's your dad.
Yeah. Or maybe change it to like the gardener and just say your dad's a gardener.
That could work too. Jesus Christ, all good idea.
The poor guy hangs out at Home Depot. You're just making it worse and worse.
I walked in on my mom fucking a burrito. Like it's just getting more.
No, I was thinking of more things that were like at your house, because it's like you walk in where to see your mom fucking the maintenance or the guy. You know what I mean? It's just kind of whatever. I'm ready to.
What'd you do before you
The
started
handyman. You can go
There you
ahead.
go. Got the PC version.
It's a dripping piece of chicken. It's on your iPhone.
That was so nice, by the way, that they gave us that chicken.
Yeah, did you enjoy it?
Oh my god.
Did you guys have a bite?
I ate it with my fucking bare hands.
What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, what were you doing before you started stand-up?
Billboards.
What about billboards?
Tagging.
Brian Redband from
I used to tag those motherfuckers. Someone, KGB, Kids Gone Bad, Los Angeles, 1982.
What just happened?
Dave Arquette just had an acid flash.
You're talking about bombing billboards. Any graffiti motherfucker will stand up and say his tag on the fucking podcast. Kids Gone Bad, KGB, someone. Pow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, David Arquette is a gangster. Jesus. What were you doing with billboards? You were putting them up?
Yeah.
Wow.
Shit's scary.
That's a scary gig.
Yeah.
Tedious work, huh?
Yeah, that's terrifying, man.
How long were you doing that for?
2 years.
Wow.
Did you get to keep them? Like when you took them down, were you, like so your living room just had like huge.
We could take
Damn.
like a hot chick.
That's awesome.
Do you have a big hot chick in your place? Do you still live with your parents?
I got Beyonce, but I haven't put it up yet.
Oh.
Pepsi one?
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
You still live with your parents?
Oh yeah.
Do you talk about that at all on stage? Do you have any jokes about that? You should.
Yeah.
And so you're planning on eventually moving out and then putting this Beyonce billboard up against a wall somewhere.
Yeah, eventually I'll get to it.
Wow, that's awesome. So you're just gonna jerk off from across the apartment.
Put it on the ceiling.
That's a great idea. So this way, when Ellen Barkin is making you secure in bed, you can look up at Beyonce.
And imagine it's
Jeremy, thank you so much.
Hey,
Fun
man.
visiting us with Jeremy. He's on Twitter at Slopegs, SLOWPEGZ.
I like his energy. I like that silliness, you know, like that he did in between the jokes. That's something that's really, it changes everything. If he didn't have those little pieces in between, it would have been completely different.
I'd like it. Like, how you all doing? I'm fine.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not. There was something at the beginning that I loved.
Josh, you had something over there?
I was just having a fun imagination. I was thinking of he's tagging billboards and his buddies are like, hey, well, you gotta go home early? Yeah, I gotta wake up and go to the set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It was funny in my head.
Josh went for it. He went for it, everybody. Josh Meyerowitz, the autistic patriot. His mic is now muted for the next 10 minutes.
Just powers down.
All right, let's keep this fun train moving along. Your next comedian is Zan Turner. Wow. This is going to be interesting.
You've been sitting up there and I've been wondering.
Very professional looking.
I'm excited about this one. I always love new people. You can always tell how cool somebody's going to be by how long it takes them to get to the stage. Very confident. Clear hands go for Zan Turner.
Yeah, someone mentioned my birthday like October 23rd, I'll be 110. Listen, I get so tired of people saying, go online, go online. Damn, the only line I know about is my clothes line or my party line. You know, people tell me when I go to the comedy shows, Caroline's, New York City, and other shows, Stand Up New York, bring 40 of your friends. I said, yes, I'll be glad to bring 40, 50, or 60 of my friends, but first I have to go out to the graveyard and dig them up. All my friends are dead. You know, that's one thing you have to be sure about in this life. That's death and taxes. And the difference between death and taxes is death never gets any worse. Now, there's always one person you can rely on in this life, that's the Undertaker, because he's always the last person to let you down. Now, the woman in the third James Bond movie was called Pussy Galore, Goldfinger, 1964. Most of you were not born. Her name was Honor Blackman. She played the part of Pussy Galore. Pussy Galore, galore means abundance. She wasn't even nominated for the Academy Award for that role, and that's probably the greatest performance she'll ever give, Pussy Galore. A woman across the street from where I live was found dead. All right.
Big closer. A woman was found dead. All right, that's it. No.
Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
She was found dead. There was a banana in her anus and a spoon in her vagina. The cops came and gave an appraisal of the situation and said, this is the work of a serial killer.
I think you just leave it to dead and let the mystery happen. You know, get the mystery going.
I like the cereal part. I love cereal. I just love it.
Great. The cereal's really good.
Anytime. You can have it anytime. Like, what can you eat anytime?
What's your cereal, David?
Pussy, am I right?
What's your cereal, David? What's your favorite cereal?
My favorite cereal? Oh, shit, man. Wow, on the spot. On the show. On the spot.
First down,
I mean, if I'm trying to be healthy, Frosted Flakes. I'm gonna go with Frosted Flakes.
My first name is Zane. I looked it up last December. It means one who's dependent, who's favorable, and supportive of other people's. That is sure the damn truth. I got 50 people owe me money right now. That's what Zane means. Defender, supportive people.
Thank you, Zan.
All right, like
Hope you have all those 50 people.
I like your style, Zan. Where are you from?
Well, I was born in...
Are we the only ones who can see him? Oh my god. That man comes to the comedy store every 10 years.
I spent 40 years in New York City. I performed at Caroline's. You know what Caroline's on Broadway, at 50 Central Street Broadway? I performed there before an audience of 200 people. I put it on YouTube, the performance is 10 minutes. I spent 40 years in New York City. Before I went to New York City, from Birmingham, Alabama, where I got funny stories about Martin Luther King, Hank Aaron, Ray Charles, Fats Dumbo. I met them all in Birmingham, Alabama.
Beautiful.
Then I came here 2 years ago. I came here 2 years ago trying to get into movies, TV, or doing stand-up comedy. I sent a tape to Killian's store, a tape. It never came back.
What's the Killian store?
The man that comes on late night show. What's the Killian?
Kimmel.
Kimmel, yeah.
If you sent it to the Killian store, that's why he hasn't gotten back in touch. Also, if you sent him anything you talked about tonight, that's why he didn't get in touch.
I put a return. I returned. It was my performance at Caroline's. He didn't bother to send it back.
How about Charlie Rose?
I said Comedy Central tape the same tape and never came back.
Dick Van Dyke.
He has confusion, does he? What do you want to be, a dick or a dyke? What does he want to be?
Come on, it gets better. Come on.
So how long have you been doing stand-up? Did you just do that one time at Caroline's?
I've been studying for, before you were born, 25 years.
Wow. Studying?
Comedy I did in New York City. Stand-up, the one on 23rd Street.
Do you get up a lot around here?
Yes, over at Flappers. I was scheduled to perform.
You're headlining Flappers.
No, I was supposed to perform last night. I got down there at 7 o'clock last night. They said all the performances have been canceled. I said, why? Because Kevin Hart is performing tonight. I said, well, hell, I don't want to see him. So I went back home. They rescheduled it to November the 2nd. November the 2nd.
Yeah.
But
Kevin Hart wasn't at Flappers last night.
He was supposed to be.
They just tell people that when they have to cancel their shows.
He wasn't there last night?
No way.
They told me that. I went back home.
Yeah, you know who played Penis Van Lesbian?
Yeah.
Sorry, no. That's a good
It's a good TV character.
You really are autistic.
He's been writing that since that Dick Van Dyke reference. So,
That's Ray Simpson at Roosevelt Hotel, you know, on Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah. That's where they had the first Academy Award in 1928. Wings and Janet Gaynor. Angelo Jennings. All right, I went there I'll tell you this my story. 20 years ago, I was 500 people there. I was the only black person there, and the policeman comes over to me. Why are you here? I was there for a movie convention.
There you go. Stop.
what was the movie?
They were showing all the old time movie stars there. Alice Faye.
The Great Train Wreck.
They all come there when they're about to die, you know, to make an appearance. So the cop comes over to me. It's 500 people. I'm the only black person. Why are you here in the Roosevelt Hotel? I said, I got a room here for the movie convention. Show me your badge. Show me your identification. I said, badges? I want to show you all sticking badges.
That was way before the movie was made.
I don't need no sticking badges. That's the first line Alfonso Bedoya made to Humphrey Bogart in Treasure Sierra Madre, Warner Brothers, 1948.
Yeah,
baby! All right.
Yeah,
There you go.
God bless
Zane
you.
Turner, everybody. Great job, Zane.
Show business.
You can tell he has a million jokes for, you know, everything.
There you go, Zane Turner, everybody.
Zane Turner.
Surprise, surprise, Zane Turner is not on Twitter. So maybe just friend him on Facebook. Or,
He does have a Morse code.
No, that's Dewey Decimal. That's Dewey Decimal.
I think you should add a Y. Zany. Zane?
Zane. Z-A-N.
What the fuck is happening? I loved him, by the way. I loved him.
if you're laughing or crying.
That's the story of my life.
Zan, you got a new fan in David Arquette. Congratulations.
Yes,
buddy. There you go.
I love your style.
Come on, next time.
Give him the West Hollywood bear.
Brian, close your chicken box. Brian, close the chicken box. He's going crazy up there. Welcome to Kill Tony, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I know this lovely young lady. She's always fun and edgy and crazy. Put your hands together for the stylings of Sarah Kenny.
I think it's so sad that I don't have any cleavage. Not because I want really big boobs. I just feel like my breasts, they don't really know each other. They spend so much time apart. Unless I lay in a particular position on my side, and then they're forced to interact. They're like, hey, how's it going? So instead of twins, they're more just like regular siblings. Who don't even look that much alike. The black one is way bigger. So I was reaching in my pocket because I felt my phone vibrating, and then I realized I was just farting. At all. So I've been vegan for a long time now, but I decided I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to go raw. I'm going to only eat raw food because, I heard it's really healthy, and my gas just got shut off. So the timing is really good.
Boom. From Sarah Kenny. That's so fun. That might be one of my favorite I have no boobs jokes that I've heard. And I've heard a lot of people,
Flat-chested gals.
Yeah, they talk about it. It's worth acknowledging, and that's a really funny one. The fact that they haven't met and things like that.
The black one, you could play with that. You could the one with all the moles.
I just kept picturing my mouth and then my dick. Your kids. We're on a theme. We're going with the theme. Sorry. See, they're mine. They're hers.
You keep going, there's going to be a blog in Jezebel about this. Arquette tries to sexually harass comedian in front of Captain America last night.
What's amazing, and I don't say this very often, but I think we're at about probably ballpark, episode 75. I stopped trying to keep track, but that's about the ballpark of episodes where we're at. And I would say that I don't think we've really seen many people go from, unbalanced, not really having their footing that well, to constantly being a consistent.
She was shocky before. When she first started off, you were rarely
abortions and pussies and blood, and you dialed it back just enough. You know what I mean? To where you.
Well, I realized that it's kind of the minute thing. The dark stuff works in longer sets when there's other things.
When you've already made them kind of
right.
easy.
When I tried to do them on their own, it didn't work.
Sometimes dark stuff works on its own though.
Yeah, that's true.
Not the stuff you were doing before. Josh, what do you think of Sarah Kenny?
She's got this cute little energy to her.
Joe Franklin of the future.
Now, Josh, you have been single for how long now?
All 30 of my life so far.
There you go, 30 years.
But you've had sex at least
once.
Yeah.
The prostitute 2 years ago.
You're welcome.
But you're dating somebody.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm always trying.
Was your prostitute Asian or just a white girl?
Latina.
Oh.
I don't know, I was happy. And she had nice fake tits too.
Oh, jeez.
I likes what I likes.
You're gonna get that on a t-shirt. Get the new Autistic Patriot t-shirt available by the time this episode's out. Get the back that says, I likes what I likes. Sarah, are you single right now?
I am.
Have you ever been on a date with an autistic genius?
Okay, so I was tempted.
Not diagnosed.
Josh, you were gonna interrupt there?
Yeah, I have been tempted to hit on her before. Yeah.
Why don't you take her out to eat somewhere special?
I actually just asked a girl out today and she said yes.
So,
Right.
so you're not gonna ask this one out, or are you?
No, because I already have this one girl that I don't know if it's working or not.
When you say girl, does her parents have to come along?
Where are you gonna take her? What's your plan?
I always go with like a default if they're cool with it, like keep it casual, get something Asian like Japanese ramen or... Listen, there's good places. I'm a fat Jew. I know what I'm talking about.
Dude, you need to like hit on. You need to ask 7 girls out at the same time, and then one will work out.
Yeah,
That's
but I'm a romantic. I don't want just fucking sex.
But LA, there's no romance.
I understand, but I'm a dreamer. I'm a dreamer. I'm a stupid dreamer.
You're not the only one.
Oh, my fault.
Josh, I wish you the best of luck. Now you're thinking about taking this girl to Asian. What else? Is there anything what's step 2 of that plan? Just
I don't know.
Asian dinner and then take her home?
Figure it right
No,
out. More like, all right.
No, I might have hit upon something good with my last date of sort of like meeting here and walking all the way down to like Sunset and Gardner where there's places, and so you have time to talk to each other.
Now, David, you are an amazing talent and a good-looking guy. You've been with some of the most beautiful women that I've seen. Any advice?
It's true.
Any advice for our pal Josh Meyerowitz on this date he's possibly going on? Any?
No, I like the walk. The walk. That's a smooth move.
Smooth move.
Smooth, yeah. Especially in Los Angeles. You do that in New York City, it's like everyone does.
Yeah.
Do it in LA, and it's like this guy's deep.
Yeah.
Well, let's not
She
go
gets hit by
crazy.
a car immediately. I've always wondered, because obviously you fucked all these beautiful women, but do you still have like a few duds on your like history? Or like, holy shit, how did
you ever
that
wake
happen?
up?
No, I've actually never had
You've never had that? Yeah, I want to hear about that.
No?
Nobody you met at like Busch Gardens and like you're
Oh, like uncomfortable sexual experiences. Yes, I have.
Did you fuck Susan Boyle? I'm not sure. I don't know. She had terrible reference.
No Campbell.
You ever hook
I
up?
thought you were incredible, though. You were very funny. And
Thank you.
Quick.
There she goes.
I like that she's funny.
Sarah Kenny.
Can I plug the show?
Depends on what the show is.
It's next week while you guys are gone on the road.
Okay, well this podcast isn't going to be out then.
You guys aren't out next Monday?
Okay, wait, what? Go ahead, plug the show. This is why we don't let people plug things, because of this kind of
If
energy.
the podcast comes out in 3 weeks, so no one will go to your show.
No, I just meant the locals.
Oh, but you can meet them out front.
This moment would be, if this show was the last decade, this moment would be 9/11. More than a decade,
Wow,
so it doesn't work.
that's why you got the
I'll
cool
tell
Tony
you about
there.
it.
Those kind of, that kind of.
Sarah Kenny. One of the cool perks of being on the show is that I promote everybody's Twitter where they can announce anything that they want to promote. Follow her on Twitter at SKennyComedy, all one word, SKennyComedy.
Nice.
Sarah Kenny. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Fuck.
I like cock. I was going to say I like cock.
There you go, you win for it. There you go. Alright, it was for you, David, and it was, what the fuck were we just talking about?
Bad sex.
Having sex
Oh,
with
okay.
Gary
Let me ask you one. Here it is. Have you ever hooked up with like a perfect chick and you wake up the next morning and her makeup's just smeared and she looks like a clown?
Yeah, I mean, sort of. I mean, I try to look any better, but yeah.
You're so nice.
I just get the feeling.
I mean, I'm not trying to be.
The image that I have of your bed is it's just covered in makeup from just all these fucking just 11s just pushing their face.
I'm engaged. I've been engaged.
Just fucking headshots everywhere.
Oh wow, just getting all dirty. Oh, I don't know. I didn't really. I did my fair share of dirtiness, but whatever.
Let's keep plowing through. Get another comedian up here. How about Watt Smith, everybody?
What? Come on. What, Smith?
Oh
Sure,
no.
you know what that means.
Watt Smith, you just missed your spot, so you just got blacklisted.
Blacklisted.
You guys go to concert or like,
What?
you guys keep a record of all those names?
Man, we
Yeah,
just say
Bobby
that we
B
do.
does.
We just say that we do it, they normally do. Okay, put your hands together for your next comedian, Alex Dwan. Yes. I know this guy. He's Asian and he has braces, so brace yourself. Succeeded.
You guys ever have a friend that's more proud of your ethnicity than you are?
Yeah.
I have this English friend, and I'm pretty sure when I'm not around, he's like, "All right, mate, I got me an Asian one. Hello, tally-ho." And I know he's excited because we'll be at an authentic Asian restaurant because I don't do that fusion bullshit that you see around LA so much. Like, you're not Puff Daddy, don't remix my pad thai. You see him in the kitchen, just like, Hey, come on. Like, Puff Daddy, get the hell out of my kitchen. Pad thai. Nah, and like the waitress will come by and check on us, and he's like, "Oh, these noodles taste quite delicious and authentic." You know what else is authentic? My mate here. All right, go ahead and have a go. Go ahead, talk to them.
Fuck yeah, all right. I guess that's... is your friend English or Australian? Because the accent you were doing was clearly Australian.
I get mixed between the two.
I bet you do. Which is funny because his whole thing is it's sort of like a race-based joke on your friend that you're doing, but meanwhile you're doing an Australian accent about an English guy, so it's sort of like
It's like Inception.
I really love that Asian. I really love that Asian fusion thing.
Thank you.
That's totally right up your alley.
That last part was weird though. I got completely lost.
The
last 15 seconds, I had no idea.
I was gonna go into the whole like how he likes to watch us speak Asian, like speak Vietnamese. And he's like, "Oh, that just blows my mind," but I didn't want to hear the bear.
So instead of saying "that's my time" or anything, you just shut down like a robot.
Or off.
System was shut down.
I fucked up because I misheard what you said at the beginning. What was the first line you said?
The line is, do you have a
friend who's more excited
You were
about...
like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah.
Never has a silence been more apt.
Do you have a friend that's more excited about what?
Fucking Jerry Lewis over here, huh?
The line is, have you ever had a friend that's more excited about your ethnicity than you are?
I thought you said city. You are. It doesn't make any sense, but I got really fired up, and then it was weird, and then you looked at me like... It was like, oh, they get real excited about my ethnicity. Sorry about that. It was like, it was a weird start. For me, but I liked your set.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
It seems like you've been how long have you been doing comedy again? 4 years, you said?
2.5 hardcore.
It seems like you've been going longer than that, and it seems like you've been doing a lot of stage time because you seem very comfortable and your jokes are very well written. You should be getting up more, I think. I mean, I love to see you be doing your own shows, I think.
Yeah, I just got passed at the Ice House.
Oh, you did? Oh, great. Congratulations.
Wow, they passed you?
Yeah,
Are you sure you didn't get passed at the Rice House?
Kill Tony! Hashtag kill Tony!
I've waited for an Asian to be on this stage and say that they got passed at the Ice House for the last 75 weeks in a row.
You set me up really nicely here.
It's all been set up.
Yeah, there's Asian lanterns for the people back home.
What kind of Asian are you?
My mom's Vietnamese, French, that's Chinese.
Wow, Vietnamese. I'm surprised you quit early on your set. Normally Vietnamese never give up.
Too soon.
Oh, and then it was the French part. It was the French part.
Too soon is his grandfather's name. How much longer do you have the braces on for, Alex?
I actually get them off in about a month.
Whoa.
Definitely.
All right.
Oh weed out.
Can't wait to fuck those teeth.
I'm not for sale.
I thought the fucking English guy was your boyfriend. There was a weird thing going on.
David's still trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm still trying to figure
David
out the
Arquette
joke.
brought to you by Peyote tonight.
Sorry, that's how I roll.
So you know where you are, David?
Hey, Alex.
Hey, stop talking shit, alright?
Yo, everyone thinks I'm a knucklehead. I've been crushing him for 27 fucking years in this
Fuck
business.
yeah, baby.
What's that over there?
You know what I'm saying.
The comedy store.
Kids going bad. Someone KGB. 1982.
Oh, we gotta get you on more often. So you got a month left of the braces. Well, what's the thing that you're looking forward to the most when those braces come off?
Grown pussy.
Grown pussy. This just took a turn.
Grown pussy. Bill recorded that shit.
And I'm the weird one. I'm the weird one on stage.
What kind of pussy have you been getting, Alex?
Yeah, this is about to turn into a True Detective episode.
It's been like college girls and like cougars. It's like one or the other. And I don't get girls.
That's not little kids. What are you talking about grown pussy then?
Like, I don't know my age. Like, I'm 30.
Oh, okay.
So, pussy.
So, a girl.
The guy that's had sex one time is busting Alex's balls right now.
I think you're just covering your ass. I mean, like 30-year-olds.
He just means not Asian. Oh, I'm sorry. Isn't there a bald thing? I'm sorry. I tried to get mean. It doesn't work for me.
Where have you been the whole time? Rut roll.
Alex Dwan, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby, baby.
He's on Twitter at Dapper Dwan. That's spelled D-U-O-N-G. All one word, Dapper Dwan. Fuck yeah. Fun times. How you guys feeling? Good?
Great. That was a good time.
We're down to our final two. These are the regulars on the show. They do a new 60 seconds every single week since the show started. And it's always fun. They've been absolutely slaughtering lately, so we're excited to see what new 60 seconds they're going to do tonight. Put your hands together for your first comic. We know her as the college dropout from Florida. It's the great Kimberly Compton, everybody.
Yes.
Alright. I hate when people have weird sayings, you know? Like
Shut up! You guy get in the mic.
I hate when people have weird sayings, you know? After my first breakup, my friends would say things like, there are plenty of fish in the sea. Which is such a weird thing because I'm looking for dick and not sushi. Or the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's not true. Because sometimes the tree's just having a midlife crisis and didn't go to college. And the apple's nothing like the tree. And I'm not you, Mom. I went to work the other day with a sore back. And everyone kept asking me what was wrong, which is a weird question because I'm a young, attractive 24-year-old living in Hollywood. It's obvious why my back's sore. I can't afford a bed.
There you go. Other than jumping the line, that would have killed it. You waited 2 more seconds on that last line, but you stepped on your own thing. But it's probably because you knew you were over a minute, right?
Yeah.
A minute, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Kimberly Congdon, everybody, crushing. By the way, fun fact, Kim started stand-up comedy on this show. So her first spot, her first 60 seconds ever is documented in the
That's so
history
awesome.
of Kill Tony, yeah. And she's done a new 60 seconds each week. Now you're on stage with David Arquette.
Yeah, you actually came to my work. I work at Fremantle.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right.
Hey, do you want to tell that story?
That wasn't him.
Oh,
I wasn't.
No, that was a different story.
Okay.
That was a different asshole.
You didn't show him the bathroom?
No.
You fuck Matthew Lillard or something?
Yeah.
I heard that guy could suck his own cock.
Did you
You fucked Mandela?
I'm just kidding. No, you did great. Gotta go back.
This is like a scene from Deer Hunter now.
So how's everything been going, Kim? You've been doing stand-up for what now? Yeah, like a year and a few months?
Yeah, like a year and 4 months or something like that. Yeah, it's
Do you
fun.
enjoy it still?
Yeah, I love it.
Any thoughts about finishing college?
No, well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to eventually. Just not right now.
That's right.
I'm still working and I'm just doing mics and.
She's working at Fremantle. She ain't messing around.
Right.
Yeah.
That's real deal.
That's the big leagues.
Yeah, so I'm having a good time
Uh-huh.
and everything's great. And whatever.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Does your mom know you're going through a midlife crisis?
Yeah, I think so.
She hot?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm engaged. I'm just kidding.
You have any questions or anything for Dan St. Germain or David Arquette?
No, I don't have any questions.
I
Do you have any questions for me?
Notes to get better. I
Where
mean,
are you from
other than
originally?
the timing thing, at the end, there was still like your classic anyway that changes
I
direction
know.
for no reason. But that's been a thing that you've been working on. There was only one hard one in the middle of it, so that's fun.
Cool.
Joshua Meyerowitz, what do you think of Kim Congan's performance today?
Ever evolving. She's really she's quicker. She evolved quicker than most comedians.
You can hear the erection building.
Fun fact, she has shot me down.
She already shot you down?
Yeah, fun fact, she has shot me down.
Fun fact.
The most depressing Snapple fact ever. Oh, okay.
The opposite of fun fact.
More like why I'm gonna die alone fact. All right, that was too much. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry.
Kim, another fantastic performance. Great job.
Yeah.
Kim Congan, everybody. Follow her on Twitter, Instagram, Ever evolving is a great word to describe her. I like that answer. As one could say for your next comedian, your final comedian of the show. She's obviously a regular on this podcast, on the Dysentery podcast. Always fun insight on goofy little subjects. It's the fun stylings of the great Sarah Wineshaker.
What's up?
What's up?
Please take a moment to realize I am wearing a Ricky Martin t-shirt. Living La Vida fucking Loca. Found it today. Also, I would like to take a minute to apologize to Kim because I was wasted the other night. And I needed a lift home and my phone was not on me. So Kim requested a lift for me. And the woman who was going to drive me, her name was Sabrina. And in my drunken stupor, I decided that Sabrina seemed like a bitchy name. And that I did not want to get in a car with a woman named Sabrina. So I didn't. So I hope that your Lyft rating didn't go down. Also, my dad took me to a sushi restaurant deep in the valley. Deep Valley. And I don't recommend it. I ordered a Diet Coke, and it was not right. It tasted like Simple Grains.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
About how, like, sometimes when you get a soda and it doesn't taste how it's supposed to taste, like it's flat, and like there's nothing you can do because you feel like this doesn't taste right, and then it comes back and it still doesn't taste right.
It is flat. They need to change their carbonation.
Yeah.
Well, why does it taste like chemicals?
And you're talking about fountain soda specifically, right?
And it is chemicals because when they wash it, they usually take out everything and dip it in bleach, and then they don't wash it off and they just put it back on.
Everything's chemicals, man. Everything.
It's just to give a shitty Netflix documentary, man.
So it tasted like they were trying to kill me, like Simple Grain.
Right. And this was at the sushi place that your dad took you to?
In Van Nuys. It's called the Mikado.
It's Van Nuys is the problem. The only thing you go to Van Nuys for is cars and keys.
Not Steve.
And filming porn.
Not Steve.
It's good for
You went to Van Nuys for sushi.
Van Nuys adjacent. Steve Weinstein grew up in Van Nuys. He's been going to the Mikado for the last probably 40 years.
Wow.
It's also connected to like a Best Western hotel.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, Van Nuys used to be the Sunset Strip back in the day. It used to just be tons of cool cars, cool clubs,
Cruising.
all the bars and parties.
Yeah, when Ricky Martin was straight.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
You ever get fucked up with Ricky Martin? You ever party with him? No.
If we did, there'd be some fucking.
Ellen Barkin made you suck his dick.
Come on.
Well, what if I told you this entire time, playing a character underneath that Patriot suit? It's the great Ricky Martin, everybody!
Oh my God! Ricky!
He's really let himself go, everybody.
Go back into the closets.
I love you too.
You spent 52 seconds apologizing to Kim about the Lyft driver. I'm surprised, at least with the Sabrina reference, that you didn't say anything about not wanting to get in a car with a teenage witch.
I did, but then I also really wanted to talk about the soda.
Yeah.
And like, I normally I just pick one topic and I stick with it, but I'm trying to just talk about things that are real that are happening to me, and I'm trying to fit them all into a minute.
Well, I could sort of picture the wine shank approach to complaining about fountain soda, and you got to be specific, saying that it's fountain soda, or else people will wonder why your soda's bad. But they can relate to it if you say fountain soda, and knowing you can go off on a run about how it's nothing like a fountain. Like, fountains are normally nice and beautiful and good, so why they call it fountain soda when it's really just a box of hot syrup being pumped through carbonated water. Like, you have that style where I can picture you picking that apart.
Right.
And delving into the word fountain and how it's unrelatable to soda.
Yeah, and how like some McDonald's have better fountain sodas than other ones.
It's usually just the soda, if the syrup's out, or if they're the combination of the soda.
Like a soda doctor.
No, I mean, I used to be a manager of a movie theater.
Dr. Pepper, right? Fuck yeah. Well, that's it. Now, you said you found the Ricky Martin shirt today without explaining any more after that. This is what happens when you say Ricky Martin.
Should I say it? Can I proceed?
What do you think?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I found this shirt today and I was like, there's no reason why I should not own this.
Where did you find it?
If I tell you...
Nobody's gonna buy one.
That's been used as a cum rag for the last 10 years.
If you tell me...
I love her.
Oh yeah. Was it outside of Mikado or the Best Western?
No, this shit was fucking Los Feliz.
Whoa.
I don't fuck around with my thrift stores.
Whoa.
So you did a lot of running around today, because that's a long trip from Los Feliz to
No, the
Van
Mikado
Nuys.
was not today.
Oh.
Did I say that it was today? No.
Oh no. Okay, Jesus.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
I just was double checking. I just was double checking with myself in my own mind.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got it today. You're excited about it.
Yes.
I made an invention based on shirts like that, but can I show you what it is? But it kind of involves me getting close to you.
This is when you say yes.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hey!
Oh my God.
I love you. I love you.
And congratulations.
You can turn any t-shirt that has a face under it into an instant puppet.
Did you hand off her shirt?
It did, but she moved her breast away to the appropriate distance.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. We were doing
The good news, Sarah, is you're pregnant. And it's David Arquette's baby.
That's all it takes. A little puppeteering.
One could say you just got screen pied. I didn't like that.
They're now room widows with Courtney Cox. Room widows. Like,
Whoa. You can't say the C word in front of Dave.
what? Hey, I didn't know.
I'm kidding.
Oh, fuck.
Well, maybe I'll make my own little Ricky Martin stage baby. I don't know, this is getting weirder and weirder. Don't go to the Mikado and Van Nuys.
Sarah, thank you so much. Sarah wants to run Instagram. Follow her on Twitter. Josh Meyerowitz, anything coming up you want to plug? He's at Autistic Thunder on Twitter, all one word, correct?
Yes.
Very good.
Not as bad off as Dan makes me out to be.
I was just.
I know. I'm just.
Right.
I dwell on it because I don't take what you're saying seriously, but in my head I feel like I did something wrong and I'm actually
No.
This is Josh's
I
way.
feel like the villain in Precious now. Or something. Show me around.
No.
You're in a Captain America suit. You know what I mean?
It's
I think she won an Oscar, so
yeah.
go with it.
It's actually Iron Patriot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys got anything you want to promote?
This ends in like me riding a bicycle and he's in the basket in Salisbury Hills.
Yes!
All right. See, we had a moment. Fuck you guys for not laughing.
There you go. So that's Josh Meyerowitz. Anything coming up you guys want to promote?
This is in 3 weeks, right?
Yep.
Fuck, I got a podcast called My Dumb Friends and All Things Comedy.
Awesome.
And my album, Bad at the Good Times. You can get that on Special Thing Records. I'm doing Conan on Monday.
Conan hasn't had me on in fucking years. I don't know what I did. I must have fucking pissed him off. But say hi to Frank Smiley for me. But no, I really don't. Oh, I have a film coming out called The Key with Bai Ling, where I get very naked. And it's one of the craziest things, but it's pretty much probably New York and LA.
Go see The Key, everybody. That's former WCW World Heavyweight Champion David Arquette and Dan St. Germain, everybody. Thank you, live audience. Have a good night.
That is pretty awesome. I like that very much. Sorry, thank you. I hope I wasn't out of order.
Not at all. There you go. Right down the gut.